Courtney, you got some familiar faces on the sprints group this year and some new faces. So talk a little bit about how that group's come together this fall.
I think the training this fall has gone very well. We've been able to stay healthy for the most part. I've seen less injuries this year than I've seen in the whole 5 years that I've been here at SFA. I think a lot of that has a direct correlation with what we're doing in the weight room. Coach Wenger has done an excellent job getting us stronger, getting us more explosive, and getting us ready to stay healthy for the fall and that health to stay with us for the remainder of the season. As far as out on the track, like you said, we're very young, especially on the men's side of things, but I think that really the last month and a half, the guys really started to click and really started to understand what we're trying to do out there with them. Coach Aaron Piper, a volunteer assistant, has helped a lot with helping the kids understand their acceleration and that technique and the work that's involved in that. And then the kids just really started to buy into what we were doing on and off the track the last month. So I'm excited with the young guys. We're going to put them with a couple great returners that we have. We got Jordan Washington in the hurdles. Drake Murphy, I think he's going to be an NCAA qualifier in the 800 and should run fast on the relay. And then we got a couple other surprises that when we get to meets, people are gonna be shocked at what we're doing. So I'm excited on the men's side. On the women's side, we've only brought in 3 freshmen, but those 3 freshmen are all going to be big-time contributors. And when you add them with the women that we already have, I think it's going to be the best sprint program that our women's team has ever seen here at SFA.
All right, Coach Frenchie, Coach Key, talk a little bit about how your training has gone with your respective groups this fall.
Well, I think the first challenge for the athlete was to adjust to the new coaching staff. So I just got on board, and Coach Key was here before, but that's his first time coaching. We also had Coach Wenger in the weight room, and I think the student athlete did a great job adjusting to this. When I first came, I told them, if you're not fit, there's nothing we can do. And they took that challenge and took about a month to get in shape. And so we were able to get into some very serious technical things. Coach Key did a great job trying to make sure the transition was all right. And I think we leaning towards the right direction.
And as far as my group goes with Javelin and helping him out with the multis a little bit, I felt like Javelin, we were pretty raw in it. I have Cordell returning, who was NCAA qualifier. He's still very raw at the event, but he's gotten much stronger, and I think he has big things ahead of him. And as far as the multis go, kind of touch what Frenchie said. I think the group as a whole, I think they accepted every challenge we gave to them. They became very fit, and I think the group has a good future ahead. So.
All right, Coach Clark, talk a little bit about how the fall training's gone for your distance group.
It's gone pretty good. I think the way we ended the season wasn't the best, but on the men's side, we have three out of the 5 freshmen are in the top 5, led by Wet and Titus, who are true freshmen, and then we just lose 1 senior for next year. But we gain Nick Butts going into the track season, which we will have him again for cross country. But we gain him. Then we get into our event areas. So thought, from the men's side, it was pretty good. The women, we returned everybody, led by some juniors up front, and then Kelsey Ramirez nearly getting all region at the region meet was a good way to end the season. So she'll be covering middle distance for us. And then we had LaShawn Davis in 800, another middle distance girl. So that'll be pretty good. But overall, everybody will kind of cover their events as we go into the track season.
All right, Coach Olson, how about you give us a little bit of rundown on how the fall training's gone with the throwing group?
Well, we're pretty blessed to have a large group of upperclassmen. They came in a couple of years ago and half the time didn't know what they were doing. But everybody's a couple of years older. We only have 1 freshman on our group right now. So it's a seasoned group. It's a developed group. And we've had a great fall of training. It's been I couldn't have asked anything more from them. Our strength coach, Dan Wenger, has done an outstanding job. He's very detail-oriented. He's a great motivator, and he sets wrongs right real quick. So I couldn't be happier with him. As far as the athletes go, they've been very focused. They've been very motivated. They know that they have to step up their game as far as this team goes, and be a legitimate threat at the conference level. And we've got some NCAA qualifiers too, in Trenton Bridges, Kevin Stewart, and Mallory Dotson. So I couldn't be more happy, more excited, more pleased with the fall that we've had.